Hey everybody, this is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring Live, and today is Tuesday, November 23rd, 2021. We are in the final hour of the trading day. The final hour of the trading day is my favorite time to make my buying and selling decisions for my swing trades, because at the end of the day, in the last hour, and in particular in the last few minutes, the large financial institutions come in. They take control of the price away from the day traders and the algorithms. I believe they are the smartest money on the street because, one, they are dealing with the most money. Two, they have very smart people. Number three, they have the best information. Number four, they have the best technology. And so I consider the closing price as the most valid price because that is where the large financial institutions move the price. And so therefore, logically, that is the place that you want to make your buying and selling decisions from, at least in my humble opinion. And by being an end of day trader, I do believe it gives you a long-term edge in your trading. So thank you all for coming today. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you are having a good trading day as well. Currently, the Dow is up 165 points, up 0.46%. The NASDAQ struggling today, down 146 points, down 0.93, but well off of its lows. And the S&P also down today, 2 points, down 0.04%. So I am just waiting for my, there we go, my data feed conked out there for a second. So this is the plan for today, everyone. First of all, we are going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. Secondly, we're going to come back, take a look at my current positions, talk about when I bought them, why I bought them, and how I'm going to manage them going forward. I also had a couple day trades today that I'm going to share with you as well. After that, we're going to go over to the board. We're going to take a look at my students' current positions, talk about when they bought them, why they bought them, and how they are performing. After that, we're going to talk about trader psychology. Always most important skill you can learn in trading is the ability to stick to your plan, not let your emotions take control of you, and to get you out of following your process. So hopefully by talking about this each day, hopefully one day it will really resonate with you when you will understand the importance of trading psychology. After that, I have gone down through my watch list. I have gone down through the results of Kamal's scanner. I do have 3 requirements before I enter any new trade. First, I need a confluence and a combination of indicators lining up on multiple time frames. Secondly, I need a good risk to reward ratio, at least 2 to 1. Based upon support below me, resistance above me. And number 3, I need to have a complete trading plan for any market that I trade, for any approach or setup that I use. And for me, that includes the following. 1, I need a position size based upon the market's current volatility. Number 2, I need to know what my maximum allowed loss is. Number 3, I need to know where my emergency stop is. Number 4, I need to know where my end of day stop is. Number 5, I need to know where my intraday profit targets are. Number 6, I need to know where significant overhead resistance levels are. And number 7, I need to have a good trailing stop methodology in place so that if I have a profitable trade, I don't give it all back. So using all those criteria, I have gone down through, like I said, Kamal scanner and my list. I do have some end of day candidates as we get closer to the end of the day. I will go through, we'll look at the risk to reward, we'll look at the confluences, and if I find something that looks good at the end of the day, I will go ahead and purchase it right before the market closes. After the market closes, if anyone has any questions for me, please let me know. I'm happy to answer them. If you need clarification on anything, please let me know. I'm happy to clarify. If there are any stock symbols that you would like me to look at prior to the close and give you my opinion on, I am also happy to do that. And then lastly, if my students have any new entries or exits for me today that they would like me to update on the board, if you could please just wait till the end of the day. So I'm done teaching, I'm done trading, pressure's off, and then we'll spend as much time as we need to get it all taken care of. Okay, so that's the plan for today. If you could please hang tight for about 40 seconds. I'm going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer, and I will be back. Thank you. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Please carefully read and/or listen to the U.S. government required disclaimer before watching this video or live stream broadcast. The video link and disclaimer text are located in the description section of this video or live broadcast, here and here. Thank you so much. All right, let's see who's here today. Paxton, good to see you, buddy. Hope you and Tracy are doing well, having a good day. Thank you for everything that you do for this channel. Lova is here. Lova, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you for everything you do for the channel. Kamal, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for everything that you do for this channel. There is my friend Nigma. Good to see you, Nigma. Hope you're doing well. Lova says, I'm an hour and 20 minutes into the Mask Off podcast. Love it. Great job, Greg. Oh, good. Yeah, that's the podcast I just did this weekend, so it's kind of fun. Thank you for listening to that, Lova. Mike C is here. Good to see you, Mike. Good afternoon, Greg and group. Nice to see you, Mike. Thank you for coming. Glenn, hey Gled. Hey Greg, glad to see WDC working out. Yeah, that's been a good trade for sure so far. And good to see you, Glenn. Tracy, good to see you. Steve Burns, Steve, appreciate you being here. Thank you for everything that you do for this channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Wiener Dog is here. That's Karen. Nice to see you, Karen. Hope you are doing well. And there's Frank as well. Good to see you, Frank. Thank you for everything that you do for this channel with your poems, all your great contributions. I really, really appreciate it. Okay. Well, let's get going. We have a lot to do today. Here we go. Citizens Financial Group. Lova and I did buy Citizens Financial Group with this return to value sideways motion V2. Bought it here at $47.99. Also had the 520 crossover. It has moved up nicely. It moved up to my 1.5 ATR trailing stop level. Therefore, I go into trailing stop mode. Which means I get out if I get a close below the previous day's low. This happened a couple days ago. I locked in half profits here about 49.66. It is up 1.07% today as well. Did hit one profit target, and so far this particular trade up 5.63%. So pretty sweet. It has got to the 65 RSI level, which means if it closes below the 5 EMA, I will be completely out of the trade. That is the closest, smallest moving average. It's a good trailing stop level. So as long as it stays above the 5 EMA, I will keep it. If it goes up, rejects the 70 RSI, I will get out of half. And then if I have a close below the previous day's low after rejecting the 70 RSI, I will get out of the entire trade. But this has been a really, really nice trade so far. COF, we have Tom, Ava, Jonathan, Karen, Lova, Dynamic Duo. We did buy Capital One Financial, COF, with a higher low V1 bounce off the 200-day moving average. Bought this at 152.93. It is 156.50. Did hit one profit target here today at 155 even. Right up against the second profit target. Hopefully that will hit before the end of the day. This is up 2.16% on the day, and it is up 2.36% on the trade. Facebook. Ava, Karen, and I did buy Facebook with the close under, close back over the 200-day moving average. Got in at 323.52, moved up to my 1.5 ATR trailing stop level, then had a close below the previous day's low, locked in half profits there, went down but continued to hold the end of day stop. Nice moves back up. Here, came back, nice moves up. Of course, whenever it moves a significant amount, whenever it moves 0.45 ATR value from the previous day's close, I do take off a portion of the profit. This is down 0.87% today, but on the trade, it is up 4.27%. Here we go. SPY. I do buy the SPY every day at the close. I hold it overnight. I sell it first thing the next morning. I did buy it yesterday at the close, 467.57. Sold this morning 467.10 for a small loss. Did buy at 467.57, out at 467.10. Did lose 45 cents on the trade. Will be buying this again today at the close. And that just reminds me, do I have that order in? No, I don't. So let me put this market on close order in here so I don't have to worry about it. We'll do that. We'll do a little of this. Put this over here like that. And buy that at the close. And then also buy that at the close as well. All right, that's taken care of, thankfully. Okay, on to the next one. WDC. Dynamic Duo, Karen and I did buy WDC yesterday. I really did like this setup the second I saw it, and thank you for Steve Burns for pointing this out. I would not have seen this trade, but Steve did point this out yesterday. We had, the way that I look at it, we have a return to value here. We had sideways motion, then we had the 520 crossover, got in at 57.03. It's up 6.22% today on the day, and about the same on the trade. So massive, massive trade. Thank you, Steve Burns, for pointing that out. But I do want to point out, I like crossovers, but I like crossovers in the right context. And in my opinion, in my experience, the best crossovers come from sideways motion in the value zone. We know that sideways motion leads to trends, either up or down, right? But I think you put yourself in the best position to have a trend in the direction that you want it to go after the sideways motion. So that's what caught my eye on this. Again, up 6.27% today, and did hit 1, 2, 3, 4 profit targets as well. So that's been a really, really nice trade. Apple. I did have a trade on Apple. Two trades on Apple, one trade on Apple. Here we go. I did short Apple when we got up to the 250-day moving average. It's a good risk to reward ratio. If it would have closed back above, I would have just taken a small loss, but I shorted here at 160.46. I covered at 160.03 on the way down. I covered at 159.78 on the way down. Also covered at 159.48. Had a big down bar here. Covered some more. I was waiting for some kind of up move to get out of the rest, and then here we had a close above the previous day's high. That's where I exited. So I shorted at 160.46, out at portion at 160.03, 159.78, 159.55, 159.48, and 159.31. Okay, that is Apple. And then Amazon. Did buy here, pretty simple entry, under 30, over 30, bought here at 35.35.03. As it moved up, I got out of a portion at 35.43.20, got out of another portion, 35.52.60, got out of another portion, 35.56.90, and another portion, 35.62.70. I just took it off here. It felt like it was enough. As it turned out, that was the right move, because then we came back down. But again, when I day trade, I don't set profit targets. But if I have a big move up from my entry point, I have a rule. If I ever buy something in a day trade and I get a nice big bar up like this, and I go, oh, wow, look at that. That's nice. That is my cue to take off a portion. That's all there is to it. When I go, oh, nice. I have learned over the years that is the time to take something off. So nice trades there on Apple and Amazon. All right. Now let's go over, take a look at your entry, shall we? HLT, we have Leva buying HLT a couple days ago. False breakout to the downside and a V1. Bought here at 144.41. It's 145.16. It's up 0.9% on the day and about the same on the trade. So congratulations there. AWK is Ava. Ava bought American Water Works here at 173.40. It's 173.04. So this has reversed on the day it was up. I think Ava probably took some profits. So it is slightly down on the day and slightly down on the trade. ENB, we have Leva buying ENB a couple days ago at 39.76. It's 39.72. So it is up on the day, slightly down on the trade. Looks like he took this with an under 30, over 30 rejection of the negative 30 ATR channel and the 100-day moving average. CSX been a nice trade here. Who was our CSXers? Karen and Frank bought CSX with a return to value, sideways motion, false breakout to the downside. V1 bought at 35.55. It's 36.46. It is up 1.14% on the day, and it is up 2.47% on the trade. Tesla, oy vey. Thomas bought Tesla with the return to value, sideways motion, false breakout to the downside, and V2. Bought it at 10.53 even, moved up significantly. At one point, this particular trade was up 12.66%. I'm sure Tom did scale out of a portion of this, but down 5.15% today, but still up on the trade. Boeing. All right, we have Kamal in Boeing from 206 down here, moved up strongly, but boy, it just has not liked that 200-day moving average whatsoever. It seems like every time recently it's gotten up there, it has come down, and that's what happened. It is down on the day, but it is still slightly up on the trade. TU, Lova bought TU, false breakout to the downside. V2 bought this at 23.03. It's 23 even. It is up on the day, but it's a few pennies underneath entry price. FITB, Tom bought FITB with this V2 in the value zone, 44.63. It's 44.81. It is up on the day, and it is now up on the trade. COF, we already talked about that. MMC, nice trade here from the dynamic duo and Ava. Return to value, sideways motion. They took it with the V2 and the 520 crossover combo at 164. It's 168.86. It is down 0.25% today, but it is nicely up 2.87% on the trade. We have Dave and Buster's, Michael Martin, don't know if he's still in this, bought this return to value, V1 at 38.32, moved up, but last 4 days it has just been down, down, down. So this is up on the day, down on the day and down on the trade. AVTR. We have Steve buying AVTR a couple days ago on the 18th with a 520 crossover at 39.28. It's 39.92. It is down 2.55% today and also down on the trade. LRCX, Lova, what a trade. Higher low V2, 520 crossover combo, 572.70. It is 657.47. It's up 1.66%. And it's up 12.88% on the trade. Let's give Lova a hand, shall we? That is a monster trade. GILD, Dynamic Duo, another monster trade. Boy, was this a beauty. Intraday rejection of the 200. V1 bought this at 67.47. It's 70.60. It's up 0.9% today. And it is also, and this is up 4.22%. So that's a beauty trade there. Is at 67 RSI. Way to go, Dynamic Duo. And then lastly, we have TSM. Ava bought TSM back here on the 17th. Rejection of the 200-day moving average and V2 combo. 119.10. Went skyrocketing up like a rocket ship. I'm sure Ava took some profits on the way up. Is down 2.97% at the moment. But this particular trade still up 1.53%. Hey, give me a second. I have got to grab. I guess it doesn't matter, but I will be right back. I'll be right back. Okie dokie, Smokey. Done and done. All right. So, blah, blah, blah. David is here. Nice to see you, Dave. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Glenn says, transitory inflation is boosting financials. Feels like rotation out of tech is just getting started. I would agree with that. There's always rotation. It's like a balloon. You squeeze one side, the air goes the other side. You squeeze the other side, goes here. And it's the same with rotation in sectors. People get into tech, they get out of financials. Or they get in financials and they get out of tech. Very, very good observation, Glenn. There's Dan with my peace sign. Good to see you, Dan. Always appreciate that peace sign. There's my friend Ava. Hello, everyone. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for everything you do for this channel, Ava. And today I'm doing trader psychology on one of Ava's posts. Steve says, just FYI for everyone, I exited AVR this morning for a 0.23% gain. After the loss of yesterday's low. The whole market looks very toppy today. Okay, so that is AVTR for Steve. Let's see, AVTR. All right, we'll just take that one off. And Steve locked in a gain, and it's down today. So a little alpha there from Steve using his trading expertise. And glad to see that. I saw that earlier, and I was like, ugh. But really glad to hear, Steve, that you were able to get out of that with a profit. All right, so we have a poem from Frank. This is going to be great. Let me post it on in here, and then I will read it. This is going to be good stuff. The best is yet to come. When things grow dark, we wait for the sun. We may not have reached our goal, but our work is not done. First we crawl, then we walk, then we run. That is how trading is won. As always, Frank, it's just spot on. I don't understand how you can produce these poems every day. I'm glad you do. I'm glad for all of us that we're able to experience this. Let's read this one more time. The best is yet to come. When things grow dark, we wait for the sun. We may not have reached our goal, but our work is not done. First we crawl, then we walk, then we run. That is how trading is won. Wow, that's good stuff. And it's true. I mean, it's like anything else. First you crawl, get familiar with things, then you walk. When you get good, you run, right? When you get good, you run. Dan says, beating it finger snaps, Frank. I agree. Paxton says, thank you, Frank. Wiener Dog says, thank you, Frank. Kamal says, nice one, Frank. I know. They're all nice. They're all beautiful. They are all wonderful. And that's why I feel so fortunate for all of us to have Frank do this. And I hope one day, Frank, that you do come out with your book of trading poems. I think it's going to be very successful. There's a lot of traders out there, and not only will they enjoy the poems, but there's such a good message in them as well. Each single one of them. Ava says, so beautiful, Frank. Thank you. I 100% agree, Ava. So agree. Yep. All right. So what's going on here? Dow's up 141, Nasdaq's down 130, S&P down 1.33. So let's take another quick gander at current positions. Citizen Financial Group, CFG, doing nicely. I don't feel like at this moment I'm going to have to do anything here, but it did reach the 65 RSI level. So as soon as anything reaches the 65 RSI level, and then if I get a close below the 5 EMA, I get out of all of it. So if it goes up, it rejects the 70, I'll get out. If it goes down, closes below the 5 EMA, I'll get out. But as it is right here, it's steady as she goes. COF, really nice trade here. Oh, 156.79, and it got to 156.74. Okay, so it missed my profit target by 5 cents, but the day is not over yet. It still has a chance, but this one doing great. I don't see any reason why I have to change this at the moment. Facebook, same with Facebook, down today, but still nice profitable trade. 200-day moving average is my end of day stop. SPY was, oh, I forgot. Steve bought puts yesterday on the SPY, the 470 strike price at 215 a contract. This is a bearish position. Don't know if Steve just still has this. It was down lower earlier, but it has reversed back up. But anyway, Steve, if there's any, man, my data feed keeps going out here. Give me a second. See if that'll come back up for us. Hopefully. Okay, are we good? SPY is positive now. Yep. And then WDC doing very, very well, up 6.17% today on that sideways motion, 520 crossover in the value zone. Frank says, thank you, Greg, Dan, Paxton, Ava, Kamal, and Wiener Dog. Frank says, Frank, I wrote that one in my trading journal. Oh, great. Fantastic. Okay. All right. It's trader psychology time. So let's do this. As I mentioned, I do like to talk about trader psychology. I get a lot of good information. There's a lot of channels that I really love to follow that post good trading words of wisdom, something to read, ponder, contemplate, internalize. And one of my new most favorite channels out there is our good friend Ava. There she is. And you can follow her at Presence Trades on Twitter. You know Ava knows what she's doing. You know she's super smart. And if Ava posts something, I believe we should read it, internalize it, and put it to use. How's that, Ava? Ava's very humble, and I know she hates when I talk her up. But hey, it's my show, so I'm going to do it. All right, let's see what Ava has to say here. The market will continue to point out your flaws until you correct them. Accept these revelations as blessings. This is from Peter Robbins. This is not a long sentence, but there is a lot packed in here. The market will continue to point out your flaws until you correct them. Accept these revelations as a blessing. So let me try to put that in context for you with my trading. To give an example, I used to look for tops. I like to short tops. And what I found out was it's very difficult to short higher highs. That's why when people ask me, how do you short? I usually say, I like to look for lower highs because a lower high is a third wave and an Elliott wave, and it tends to be able to move down more easy. That's why when I go long, I'm always looking for higher low V1s or V2s to go long. If I'm looking for shorts, I'm looking for lower high V1s or V2s. But the point is that after years of trying to short higher highs, what I found was that there's a better way to do this. And that's why when people say, hey, Greg, should I short this? I'm like, it's a higher high. I probably wouldn't do it. And that's what Ava is talking about here. I guess Peter Robbins is talking about here. The market will continue to point out your flaws until you correct them. And I did. I corrected them. That's why I really short lower highs now. That's why when I'm long, I like to buy higher lows, right? And so this is just one example. You might be position sizing too high. Well, eventually you're going to learn, figure that out. The market's going to teach you a lesson. I'm not going to buy a V1 or a V2 up against a large day one down bar. That just comes from experience, right? It seems like I'm being very strict about what I do, but I am strict about what I do, right? That's why I have rules in place, because I have learned the lessons. So the market will continue to point out your flaws until you correct them. Accept these revelations as blessings. This is Peter Robbins. But if you find yourself in a cycle where you keep doing the same thing, doesn't work out, that's probably the market pointing out your flaws. Right? I don't know what it is. It could be a million different things. But if you find yourself going, why does that always happen? Why does that always happen? That is telling you probably that's a flaw. So please follow Ava at Presence Trades. Let's support her. Thank you for everything you do for the channel, Ava, and appreciate this post. This was helpful for me, and I hope it was helpful for everyone else as well. Kamal says, my show, trump card used. That was all in good fun, right? Okay, 131's halftime. Should we do a halftime show? I guess Trader Psychology was the halftime show. So, all right. Anyone have any questions before we get on and take a look at new potential trades today? If you do, let me know, and I'll grab a little drink of water here. All right. Hey, so I just want to make sure, because talking about the market pointing out things to you, I better learn from this. So tomorrow we have a regular day open, right? Market's open tomorrow, Wednesday. I know Thursday is closed, and then Friday we have a half day, right? Does anyone know these kind of things? I'm not the best reliable source because, like I said, it seems like every year I mess this up. But if anybody that knows what they're talking about or like really knows the schedule, if you could let me know. I think Friday we close half day, which is, I think we close at 11 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. So we're on from 10 to 11 Mountain Standard Time, unless I hear from someone else correcting me on this, which would not surprise me, but I want to make sure I have that. Tracy says, I used to have an addiction to Thanksgiving leftovers. I had to give up cold turkey. Nice, Trace. Love it, love it, love it. All right, boy, the market is really moving around here, isn't it? Yep, down and up and up and down and all around. Okay. Well, let's get started. See what we have here today. All right. What? Oh, AMT. All right, here we go. Here is AMT. AMT has a nice little setup here. It has a higher low V2. Here is day one. Here is day two. 2 washes out 1. 3 is above day one's close. And in addition to that, we went under 30. We went over 30 plus a V2. I really like this. Thank you to Paxton and Tracy for pointing this out. I believe that's who it was. But yes, I quite like this. Let's take a look over at the weekly as well. Weekly is holding support of the 50 EMA, which is a good sign. So yeah, let me mark this down because I do like AMT. CCL, Carnival Cruise Line. All right, we are down at the negative third ATR channel. 92% of prices do hold here, but only 92, not 100%. Keep that in mind. We are at 29.19 at the moment. Of course, this is not low. It needs to get above 30 for me to be interested. So right now, as is, not a valid signal yet. Let's check over on the weekly, see what the weekly. We've lost the negative 1 ATR channel on the weekly, which is not so great. I think we may find some support here if we get back down here to this previous low, down about 1912, but it's not there quite yet. So far, not a fan of CCL. FVRR, which is Fiverr, did go under 30, over 30. It has a double bottom, not a bullish divergence. This is a convergence. This is, I think, lower than over here. It's down 4.17%. Let's look at the weekly. Weekly has lost the 100 week moving average. So I don't think this is enough for me. It looks like it went under 30, over 30. But that's about it. It's rejected the negative third ATR channel. So not yet a fan of FVRR. IBB, let's see if this did go under 30, over 30. $32.91. I like that there were some buyers down here, but I don't think that is enough for me either. MasterCard, ooh. Well, my students will know that if you have a previous big down bar and you rally to about halfway, if I was in day trading mode right now, we did rally almost to halfway of, see the big bar down bar yesterday from a 50% Fibonacci standpoint, we're right there at halfway. If I was in day trading mode, I would probably be looking for a short, but I'm not. But do I want to buy this? No, I definitely do not want to buy MasterCard. Philip Morris. Well, we have been holding this negative third ATR channel here. It's 32.91. Did we go under 30 yesterday? Yeah, looks like we went under 30, over 30 yesterday, and a rejection of the negative third ATR channel. This is down today when the Dow is up. So you know, it may be forming a base here, may be having some sideways motion here. Not 100% sure, but as it is right now, not quite a buy yet. Snap. I believe Snap went under 30 yesterday and over 30. It's 34.77. Does have a double bottom and a bullish divergence. Here's our low with deep red MACD bars. We rally into green. We come back. We make a lower low. No red there whatsoever. Snap is not bad, actually. Not bad at all. So that's another possibility. XLRE, we have a return to value sideways motion. We do have a V2. Here is day 1, here is day 2, here is day 3. 2 washes out 1, 3 is above day 1's close. This is legitimate. My stop would be halfway of the washout bar, which would be yesterday's halfway. Let's take a look at the weekly. If the weekly tells us anything about anything, it's okay. It's all right. We're holding the -1 ATR channel as support. It's decent. It seems like the risk to reward's not that great. We have halfway of the down bar here, and we are above it, but there is this range here that we have not been able to get over. Up nicely today, but I don't think I'm really a fan of that. FISV. We have a double bottom, bullish divergence. Here's the low, deep red MACD bars. We rally to green. We've come back lower than here. The deep reds are not as deep. So that is a double bottom and a bullish divergence. Also looks like it went under 30, over 30. So that is also a potential. And then BKNG has a close under, back over the 200-day moving average. I did back test it. It does back test well. And then on the weekly, we're holding support of the 50 SMA. So that also looks good. So let's see. Which ones did I mark down? I marked down AMT. I marked down Snap. I marked down FISV. And I marked down BKNG. Those are my favorites at the moment. So let's take another look here. American Towers, higher low, V2, close back above the 30 RSI, close back above the 200-day moving average. That one looks good. If we look at the weekly, weekly's holding 50 EMA. I do like that as well. Snap, under 30, over 30. We are back up here to the previous low of the range. I mean, not quite, but I do believe that there is going to be some resistance above there if and when that happens. So I think I'm probably going to put that one over here, narrow this down. FISV, double bottom, bullish divergence, V1. On the downside of this, we have the rejection of the -1 ATR channel above. And on the weekly, we still have the resistance of the 200 above. And then, so I'm going to put that one over there for that particular reason. BKNG, close under. Let's see if we can backtest BKNG, shall we? BKNG, booking holdings. And that one came off of what? That one came off of the 200. Run the back test. Yes, it does back test well, 2,800%. So that would make sense as well. And let's look at the weekly again. Weekly holding, yeah. So my two favorites here at the moment are going to be AMT and BKNG. All right. So I'll put these up here. AMT. That's not right. AMT and BKNG. So those are my two potentials here. And, oh, okay, we have a little while. So AMT, good risk to reward ratio. I would probably use the 200-day moving average as my stop. BKNG, good support there, although we had a big down move. So the question is, is that a bounce or is it something significant? Well, we'll make that decision in a little while, I suppose. But those are my two potentials today. AMT, higher low V2 close back above the 200-day moving and the 5 EMA, which I like that. And then BKNG. I probably like AMT better, actually. Jonathan says, lovely trade on WDC. Thank you very much. Glenn said, markets closed on Thursday and closes 1 p.m. Eastern time on Friday. Okay, that makes sense. So that is 11 o'clock. And so it's a half day. So it's going to be noon Eastern Standard to 1 Eastern Standard will be the show. Tracy Hall says, I steal them from work, Frank. I don't come up with these on my own. Tracy says, thank you, though. Wiener Dog Trading says, FCX 520 crossover barely. It never crossed under. Who said that? Was that Karen? I don't see that it crossed under, Karen. It has to cross under first and then go back over. Wiener Dog in Verizon. Okay, remind me of that at the end, Karen, if you can. Verizon up today. Frank says, the market is cooking something up. I just don't want to be the turkey. That's right. Nigma says, saw that Wiener Dog, but I didn't like the weekly. David said, SO 520 crossover. Yeah, 520 crossover, but it's already extended. It doesn't mean it can't go higher, but I prefer to buy that. I mean, that happened yesterday. The 520 crossover happened yesterday, not today. Also closing over the 200. I think our charts are a little bit off on SO. Glenn says, like BX on weekly, seasonally strong. Thoughts, Greg? On the weekly, right? Too high for me here, Glenn. We're up near the third ATR channel. I would prefer to buy it back down here in the value zone. So, maybe you're using a different approach there, but just a little too high. These are the areas that I want to start selling, right? As you know. Wiener Dog says, in Verizon, in the value zone. Yep, it's definitely in the value zone. It has moved quite a long way up already, though. Me personally, this kind of trade, I would look for a return to value wait for a little bit of the selling to come in, come back, retest the -1 ATR channel, look for a higher low V1. But actually, Karen, that's our next lesson, our higher low V1s. Steve says, my S&P put was up over 150 cents intraday, but now only up 40%. Very sharp drop in reversal today. Yep, 40% though, still pretty good, Steve. Glenn says, BKNG weak in November, strong March, April holiday booking time. So you're saying springtime, huh? All right. Well, BKNG is one of my potentials. Obviously, you can see we've had a pretty strong down move here. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with AMT. I like it. I like the higher low situation. I like the V2. I like the under 30, over 30. Yeah, it makes sense to me. $0.07 spread on AMT, by the way, on the bid-ask spread, so please keep that in mind. All right. So I am going to wait here for AMT to the end of the day, but this is my favorite trade today with the higher low V2, under 30, over 30, back over the 200-day moving average. So I don't see anything I have to do here with current positions. They all seem to be doing very well, except for Facebook. Big down bar yesterday on the SPY. Biggie bigs. Biggie bigs. What always fascinates me about big down bars? Well, we have a big down bar. Not saying we can't rally, but if we get back to halfway of that, not all the time. Please understand, not all the time, but from a 50% retracement level, it probably will find some resistance there. Not saying it's going to, but I just think more likely than not. So if the SPY does get up to halfway of yesterday's big down bar, I would probably be looking for some shorts on a smaller time frame. And WDC doing very, very well today. Up 6.5%, holding the, and we have moved 1.5 ATRs from entry as well, so I am in trailing stop mode on that as well. All right, so yeah, I'm just waiting to buy AMT. That's it. Glenn said, GLD is strong in December and January. Thoughts on picking up gold? Yeah, well, gold, not doing so hot with my gold trade that I have on the weekly. We'll take a look at that on Friday. But from a daily standpoint here, maybe a close back above the 200-day moving average would give you some support, good risk to reward ratio below you and having the support of the 200 below. But me personally, I don't think I would be buying gold here unless I got a close over the 200-day. Or conversely, if we came back down lower and under 30, over 30 would make sense to me as well. CCI, I think we looked at that. Oh, no, we didn't. Crown Castle. Well, it rejected the 200-day yesterday. We have moved up strongly today. David, I don't like the risk to reward here. It seems range bound. I'm okay to take a range bound trade as long as the risk to reward ratio is good. But at this point, it doesn't look good to me. If I look at the weekly, yeah, I don't like the risk to reward ratio there, Dave. So we have about 8 minutes to go. Again, I am buying AMT here near the close. David says my chart is closing. It is closing above the 200. Okay. You know, I always say sometimes our charts aren't going to match up because of different settings, probably adjusting for dividends. But use the chart that you have. Don't go off of mine. Use the chart that you have. If your chart has support, that's just your line in the sand. You know, then it makes sense. Dow's up 200 now. S&P is, or the NASDAQ is only down 78. I believe it was down 200 at one point, and S&P is up 8.75. All right, so we have about 7 minutes to go, just hanging out, waiting for AMT. Gosh darn it. All right, I'm going to have to redo. I have to close this down for a minute. It's frozen. Gosh darn it. Give me 1 second. I'm going to have to end task and then start that baby up again. It's been doing that lately at near the end of the day. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, come on now. Do your thing. Come on now, boy. All right, Ava is in AMT and out of AWK. So Ava is in AMT. I'm hoping and praying that my platform's going to come back up. All right. AMT. I guess I'll go ahead and buy this now. Okay. So I am in AMT. All right, I think I'm done. Whoa. That was my microphone falling over. Hey, Tom, good to see you, bud. Out of Tesla, out of FITB. Steve says RJF almost has a 520 crossover. RJF. Yes, almost. Not 99.33 to 99.34. Dr. J, beautiful day in the desert again. Have a great hike and get really cold and miserable so we can head to the islands. There you go. Good to see you, Bruce. I will call you today on my hike for sure. All right, we have 1 minute to go in this lovely day. "45 seconds to go." All right, there we go. And my data stream went off again. So we'll try this one more time. All right, so let's see where I got filled today. Got filled on SPY at 468.19. Got filled on AMT at 262.02. All right, my chart's back up. Sweet. Oops. All right, here we go on SPY. Got filled on SPY at 468.19. That's the new overnight SPY location. And then AMT, I got filled at 262.02. 262.02. 02. All right. There we go. So listen, if any of my students have any new entries or exits for me today, they would like to update on the board, go ahead, put it in the live stream now. I will get to it in just a moment. Just want to remind everybody that I do teach private one-on-one lessons in the evening time via Skype. I love to teach. I'm a good teacher. I know I teach a great course. In the course, I teach you all 5 of the different trading approaches that I've been using over the last 25 years. I teach you step by step. If you take this course, I promise you're going to be a better trader. I really promise you, you're going to learn a lot of things. I think the best way to learn anything is one-on-one with your instructor, and that's why I offer this one-on-one course. So, if you're interested, the price is $1,750. It's a lot of money, but it is worth it. It's worth every penny. You are going to be a better trader. So if you're interested in pursuing this, just send me an email. The email is in the link of this description, the description of this YouTube video. Send me an email, say, Greg, potentially interested in taking your course. I'll reply and say, great. Let's set up a Skype call. Skype call is free. I just want to get to know you a little bit better, learn about your trading goals, your trading challenges, and then it's a good time for you to ask me any specific questions about the course in general. And when we're done with the call, think about it as long as you want. And if you decide, you know what, this is something I want to do, email me after you've thought about it and say, yep, I want to do it. Let's get rolling, and we'll get it set up and scheduled, and away we'll go. Secondly, I do have an online course available at udemy.com. It's a great course. It's called the Deep Dip by Stock Trading Strategy. I teach you step by step how to trade the Deep Dip by Stock Trading Strategy. I use it all the time. I teach you step by step. The best news is that this course only costs somewhere between $12 and $15. There's a lot of content there. It's 9.5 hours of video. It's 26 videos. It's 15 study guides. And I promise you it's worth so much more than $12 or $15. If you're just starting out, I would really suggest taking that course. You can come back here, ask me questions, and it's in the link of this, the Udemy link is in the link of the description of this YouTube video. And then lastly, if you like today's podcast, and you found it valuable, I would really appreciate it if you could hit the thumbs up button. It helps to build the channel, helps to keep the channel around, lets YouTube know if there's some valuable content here. So if you did find something helpful today, all I ask is give me that little thumbs up, and we'll be all square. How about that? All right, let's take a look here. So Ava is in AMT. Right, and out of WAK or AWK. All right, so we'll take Ava off of there. Nice trade, Ava. Okay, Tom is out of Tesla. I don't blame you there, but nice profitable trade nonetheless. Congratulations, Tom. And out of FITB, and he is in all cash. I think that was a good place to get out there. It was profitable after a big comeback. David is in AMT as well, along with Ava and myself. Okay. Steve says, I exited my SPY position at 267 for a 24.19% gain after the big pin bar candle reversal. Sounds good. Way to go, Steve. Beautiful trade. All right, so we're out of that. Tracy is also in AMT. Oh, what am I doing? Dynamic Duo. Wiener Dog is in AMT. Hopefully that works out for us. Okay. Love is in AMT. Okay. All right. Noted, done, and done. Let's see, anything going on after hours? AMT unchanged, CFG unchanged, COF unchanged. The Dow down 14 cents, Facebook down 39 cents, gold down a penny, Goldman Sachs down 34 cents. Q's down 58 cents. SPY down 29 cents. Bonds up a little bit. VIXI up 12 cents. That's quite a lot, actually. And then Western Digital is unchanged. Jonathan is in AMT. All right, there we go. So if anyone has any other questions, if any of my students have any new positions for me to update, please let me know. This is a good time to do it. You know, I mention this each day. Sorry if it gets annoying, but you know, we have a little platform here, right? And we might as well try to do something good or say something positive. That's why I like to mention this each day. This is from Martin Kornfeld. If we all do one random act of kindness daily, we just might set the world in the right direction. Something I try to do every day. Go out and do it. It'll make you feel good. I promise you. It doesn't have to cost any money. Just be nice, pleasant, hold the door open for someone. Just try to help them out. Put yourself in their position. If you could use a little help, you know, if you could also go out and try to do something nice for an animal today, that'll be twice as good. They appreciate kindness just like humans do. So it's good karma all the way around. And hopefully one day, if you need it, somebody will be there for you as well. So keep that in mind. If we all do one random act of kindness daily, we just might set the world in the right direction. I didn't even have to read that. I just knew it. Tracy says, thanks for everything, all. Yes, thank you, Tracy. So tomorrow's regular day, regular trading day. Thursday, we have off for Thanksgiving, of course. And then Friday is going to be a half a day. Half a day. 10 to 11 Mountain Standard Time. That's noon to 1 Eastern Standard Time. I am teaching tonight, and there are some good setups here as far as teaching goes, so I will keep those for the lesson. It's a beautiful day here in Utah. My gosh, so excited to get out, go for a hike, take my little pup next door, little Penny girl. Oh, I love that little girl. I love that little puppy. I'm so glad to have her back, or have a dog back in my life. It's a Malinois. I showed you a picture the other day. My gosh, they call them Maligators. Malinois and an alligator, Maligators, and it is an appropriate name. My gosh, is that dog driven. Holy hamburgers, but it's fun. I probably should start wearing steel gloves because all she wants to do is chew on my hands, and it's painful and bloody. Okay, well, I think that's it for today. I really appreciate you being here. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Be good, be safe, go out and try to do something nice for someone. Drive safe, and most importantly, just have a good rest of your day. And thanks for being here. Thank you for spending your time here. Real quick, again, you know, if you don't mind hitting the thumbs up button before you leave, I would really appreciate that. But other than that, we will see you tomorrow. Historically, Glenn probably knows this. Historically, the market generally does pretty well the day before Thanksgiving. Who knows? It's a crazy year. Nothing's set in stone. But all right. Well, I think that's it, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. And Jonathan says cheers. And Mike C says, thanks, Greg. Enjoy your hike. Thank you, Mike. I really appreciate that. And Lova says, thank you for everything, Greg. And thank you for taking questions at the end. I always stay for the entire duration to hear answers to the questions people ask. Oh, it's because Lova works hard and he's committed to trading, and he wants to learn as much as possible. So I really respect you for that, Lova. Okay. I think that's it. Have a good one, and we'll see you tomorrow. And there's Ava says, thank you so much, Greg and all. Thank you, Ava. All right. Talk to everyone soon. Take care. Bye-bye. U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and Forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the various producers of this video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity. Thank you.